Hello, dear children. Today we will read a very interesting story. The title of the story is The Nutty Nut Race by Steve Smallman. In this story, Bill and Ben decide to have a nut gathering race against a tortoise, Slowcoach. They hatch a plan so that they can win with very little effort. But like all of Bill and Ben's plan, this one goes disastrously wrong. So, will they learn from their mistake? Let's find out. Bill and Ben, the Nutty Nut Race. It was a beautiful day in the garden, and Scamper the squirrel was collecting nuts for her winter store. Why don't you two help her? We'd asked Bill and Ben. But they were much too busy doing cartwheels. Slowcoach the tortoise complained that they were being unhelpful. Flobberdob, said Bill. He suggested a nut gathering race. They'd soon see who was the most helpful around the garden. You're on, said Slowcoach, and he began gathering nuts straight away. Slow and steady wins the race, Slowcoach muttered as he flicked a nut into his bucket. Bill and Ben were still cartwheeling. Shouldn't you two get started? We'd called to them. Flobber plan, Bill called back. They had thought of a clever way to win the race. Bill and Ben built a seesaw next to Scamper's tree. Ben stood at one end, holding a flower pot full of nuts. When Bill jumped onto the other end, Ben would fly up into the tree and land on a branch right next to Scamper's winter store. Flop, flew, flee, Bill counted. And then he jumped. Ben flew up into the air, right over the branch, and landed on the ground. Thump! Beside Scamper and Slowcoach. Then ping, ping, ping! The nuts showered down around them. I'm afraid you are too late, Scamper told Ben. Slowcoach has been so helpful. He brought me all the nuts I need. My winter store is full. It's like I said, boasted Slowcoach. Slow and steady wins the race. Bill and Ben told Weed all about the race. So you see, said Weed, sometimes you have to work hard at things. Sometimes it's better not to play all day. But they weren't listening to Weed. Bill and Ben were playing a new game, Leapfrog. The end. What do you think, children? Did Bill and Ben learn anything from this race? I don't think so. They didn't learn anything. But you should. So, play as well as work hard, study, and help your mother in the daily chores. I hope, children, you enjoyed this story. If you really did, do share it with your friends, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We will be back with another story soon. Until then, goodbye and happy reading.